Tape marker, action. Robert!
Get up now!
What's going on, moviegoers all over the world? My name is Ryan D, aka Ryan 680.
I'm one of the Cook Radio.
And this is Alamo City Movie Talk. Ladies and gentlemen, anticipation is killing me right now, guys. Man, alright. So, Braveheart 2, the spin-off. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, technically, it's not wrong.
So, alright guys, so let's go ahead and get right to it. This is our review of Outlaw King, Netflix original movie, guys. We're going to be pushing out more Netflix content straight to a screen near you guys, so be sure to look that out. Be sure to give us a thumbs up if you like our video, and hit that subscribe button. You know you want to. Alright, Charlie, get us started, man, of Outlaw King.
Man, this was a great sequel to Braveheart. Whether it is
it's
or
not
not,
it's not really a sequel, guys, but
it picks up right after it. The story of Robert the Bruce.
Yeah.
He's the Scottish king of 1304.
Yeah, after being crowned the king of Scotland. So legendary warrior Robert the Bruce is he's forced into exile almost, you know, and it just feels like he's pressured to it by the English.
It was kind of like Game of Thrones. It was kind of like, you know, the King of the North. You know, pretty much. He kills that first dude super easy, by the way. I'm watching and all of a sudden just
there's a spoilers review, by the way. Oh, sorry. Yeah, spoilers review. Yeah,
spoiler. He kills a guy.
Yeah, and
so he does it super easy, and then everybody's like, "It's cool. We'll stand behind you." Like that is super Game of Thrones.
You know, so
without the red wedding.
Yeah, spoiler their red wedding, which we are going to be doing Game of Thrones, guys. But on a lighter note, so. Outlaw King, man. Chris Pine. I mean, let's just get right to it, man. Chris Pine, wow. I never knew he could do this accent so well.
Yes.
And I kept thinking in my head, when is he gonna mess up? When is he gonna mess up? He's gonna mess up any second out. No, he nailed it 100%. I loved him as Robert the Bruce. It was phenomenal. Him as an actor in this movie was great, phenomenal. I loved his character. I loved it all. The story,
the makeup they had was really good. He aged really well.
The setting for this movie, guys, when you check it out this Friday, the setting for this movie is so good, man. I'm just like, wow, the setting of this movie is just phenomenal. It was crazy. I enjoyed it very much so, and I loved this. The battle scenes was so crazy, dude. The battle scenes was done very well. I feel like it was very choreographed very well. It almost felt like, to me, like it was Game of Thrones again, feel for it. But also,
Battle of the Bastards.
but also when England fights off with Scotland, it felt like Braveheart all over again. But on another note, on a more modern note, it felt like it was The Dark Knight Rises, where like the cops, all that was like it was very choreographed and it was very done. And it was all swear to me, and it was just all...
Yeah, he was like, I don't care who you fight for. I don't care what you're doing. Just fight.
Yeah.
Take our country back and fight.
Yeah.
And I was like,
man,
dang.
Yeah, man. And it just phenomenal. I mean, I would say this, though. Like, we actually did get Game of Thrones, by the way. What do you call it? Stephen, the first, I guess, the king that dies at the time.
Right.
Yeah, so he is actually from Game of Thrones, and he actually dies in Game of Thrones. Spoiler alert, he dies in Game of Thrones, and he died. Oh, spoiler. Oh, I'm not going to mention that. But I mean, overall, him and James Cosmo. So it's kind of like it's kind of like Netflix already knows that style of like, oh man, Game of Thrones is in. Let's get these guys that naturally have that presence, the feel of the war times of that ancient times. So. I mean, what else stood out to you? I mean, just behind the scenes and everything. I mean,
man, the quotes were good.
Okay.
So one of the quotes from Elizabeth was, "Power is not letting yourself be buffed by history."
Dang.
And when I heard that, and I was like, that's good.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you have this power, and you're not letting yourself be trumped by it.
And it's funny. It's good that you mentioned that too, because I mean, her name's Florence, and she is actually what do you call it? She was actually, for me, she was a very strong role. I mean, I felt like she was very powerful. Like, she wasn't the quiet queen. She had a presence and everything, and she let her voice.
Was she in? I was trying to think of what else she was in.
Yeah, she let her voice be. She's from The Commuter. She
was in Commuter.
Yeah, she was in Commuter. And then just other not so well known movies, but overall, I felt like she was done well. Like the way she acted was very good. What's another good Aaron Taylor Johnson, man, he was good in this movie too. And we of course we've seen him in he's actually in Age of Ultron. He's in Godzilla. I mean, I loved him a lot. I really did love him in that movie. So, with all this, with all the positive notes, now let's hit a little bit of the negatives, man. So I felt like this movie that
I felt like it was too short.
Really?
I felt like it was too short.
Because it was 2 hours long, and it was you really?
Yeah, I mean, there were some parts that they were kind of like skipping over.
Okay.
Like when he was going around getting all these people to follow him. Mm-hmm. I kind of wanted more battles. Like you
wanted it to build up way more than what it
was.
Yeah, but see, it's a movie though, so like if it was a series, I'll be like, oh, I'm all for it. Great for that. I'm all for it. Heck yeah. So man, so this movie's actually gonna be played. Netflix is trying to prep this up for an Oscar-winning movie. Hopefully an Oscar-winning movie, Oscar-nominated movie, and let's hope it does, because I think Chris Pine. They're putting this movie out in theaters this Friday, and
it's in theaters.
Yeah, it's gonna be in theaters. Yeah, because every Oscar, if you want to be nominated for an Oscar, if if Netflix wants to get this movie recognized in the Oscar race, it needs to play in the theaters. So it's gonna be playing in theaters, guys. Be sure to check it out at the near you. And I mean, Chris Pine, I just can't get enough of Chris Pine right now. I mean, he's just when he was first casted into this, I felt like he was gonna not be too good per se, because I mean but wow. Dang, he was really good in this movie. The scenes in this movie, I want to know where this movie was filmed at. Was it really filmed in Scotland? And the what I did love too was the castles.
Well, man. I think usually don't they shoot those in like Ireland or Iceland?
Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong, guys, in the comments down below. But I mean, wherever it was at, it's freaking beautiful, and I loved it. I love the castles, man.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Those castles. One of them looked like the castles from Braveheart. I was like, oh, they're just freezing the set. It's been there for 50 years.
What else stood out to you, man?
I really like that they point out that Robert the Bruce was a descendant of David, the King of Scots.
Yeah.
And so everybody stood behind him. It was great because they were like, we hate the English. You're our king.
Yes.
Self-proclaimed king. I keep going back. It was so Game of Thrones.
Yeah. No, I got you.
Bruce was like Ned Stark. Edward was Lannister.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Now you keep mentioning Game of Thrones and everything. I feel like it. I wouldn't say like the whole movie felt like Game of Thrones, because I felt like it wasn't as great as Game of Thrones. Oh yeah. But I would say
it had that same feel.
Yes, exactly.
Like everybody's against this one guy.
In the beginning, guys, of this movie, not to mention any spoilers, but in the beginning it's already like intense, because I felt like it's already pledging allegiance to the king, and it just
because they just had 8 years of a dream, and Wallace has just died.
Yeah,
it makes it look like it was like 2 days before. Yeah. And I think they even had a piece of Wallace like on one of the crucifix statues.
Yes,
there was a piece of Wallace hanging. It was like a
spoiler alert.
Yeah, it's like like a warning. And it was. I mean, and then the killing scenes when they killed his brother, brutal, super brutal.
Yeah, I would say this. I mean, this was a well-mounted drama period, and I love the drama, and I love the dialogue in this movie, guys. And it's muddy, it's bloody. I mean, it was wow. I didn't think that we were gonna see that much gore in it. But no, yeah, I really did dig this movie. What'd you feel like? You felt like they needed to make it longer. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Okay, I feel like they should have. I feel like a lot of it was cut a little bit. Just when you go to the editing room, you have to cut some certain scenes. But. I mean, I was happy with this film. Actually, I'm surprised that I was happy with the length of this movie, because I was all like, oh, it's 2 hours. I'm all like, oh, I felt like it was enough. It was done very well, put together. Was this the film that we deserved one?
I want to say yes.
Okay.
I mean, especially for it being historically accurate.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if it's 100% accurate.
Yeah.
But I did read the Battle of Loudon Hill was 500 Scots versus 3,000 English.
Yeah.
And it took them 21 years to get Scotland back. Damn. After. And then another 400 years, Scotland and England merged with the wedding.
Yeah. So that's a history lesson.
Whoa.
Yeah, that was a history lesson there. So you felt like this movie was deserved? Okay. Rate 1 out of 10. All right, let's go to ratings, man.
I'm gonna give it a 7.
A 7. Okay.
7. Like I said, I wish there was a little bit more action. Kind of a little less. Just kind of running around on a horse.
No, I got you. I'm gonna actually have to give this an 8 because of Chris Pine. I'm gonna have to give this an 8. And if it wasn't for Chris Pine, his great acting and his great presence I felt in this movie, his emotion I felt with this movie, what he was going through when he became King of Scotland, I loved it all. I loved his expression, his facial expressions alone. Because at first I was just like, is he gonna like? I don't know. For me with Chris Pine, it's a hit and miss with me. But overall, I was very hesitant when he took this role, but just keeping that accent going because it's very hard if it's not going to just come natural to you. And but I loved his. He presence.
Played a very genuine leader. Like when he saw that Squire kid who held his crown the whole time.
Yeah,
he like just embraces him. He's like brother, and then like all these guys, he was like, y'all became my brothers. Like that one dude who was like, let me take my castle back. That guy was crazy, but it was great. Yeah.
So would you recommend this movie?
I would.
Yeah. I'm going to say yes to you guys. Be sure to check it out on Netflix, guys. I do recommend this movie. Every moviegoer should go see this movie, guys. Even if you didn't like Braveheart or maybe you just like history in general, go see this movie. It's going to be out on Netflix, guys, this coming Friday at a TV near you, guys. All right, man.
You're near a TV.
All right. Would you buy this movie?
Yeah, I would.
Okay. I would too, man. I'm gonna be right behind you, man, just because I own Braveheart, and it's funny too.
You own Braveheart?
Yeah, yeah.
I think I did.
Right before I saw this movie, because I know I was having a little trouble seeing this movie, and you saw it way before I did. I was actually watching Braveheart, which is another reason why I was like, what, I'm gonna watch Braveheart, and then I'm gonna watch this movie right afterwards.
Wallace.
Yes, Wallace.
Braveheart was actually very good.
Yeah, so
I remember watching that one.
Maybe we'll do a review later on. Alrighty, man. Alright, guys. As always, I'm your host, Ryan D. You can call me Ryan680.
I'm Juan the Cook Radio.
And this is Alamo City Movie Talk, guys. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up if you like our video, guys. And see you out there.
Get up now. Wake up, wake up.